What's going on, beautiful people? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. So, First Take, ESPN First Take is reportedly averaging 5 times more viewers than FS1 Undisputed. And that is according to Front Office Sports, right? Specifically, during the 2 weeks from November 27th to December 8th, First Take averaged 581,000 viewers, right? And they drew an audience 5 times greater than Undisputed, which had 105,000 viewers, according to sources. In fact, November ranked as the most watched month in the 16-year history of First Take. They had 614,000 viewers in the month of November. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shannon Sharpe effect. I'm not minimizing Stephen A. Smith's greatness. He is a media, he's a giant in the field as well. He's a guy who generates views and viewership on every single thing that he does because he's entertaining. He has a way of galvanizing the public and getting the public to stop and listen to whatever he's saying. While Stephen A. Smith is a giant, Shannon Sharpe is a titan in the media field. Like, everything he touches turns to gold. He got the Midas touch, and you cannot deny it. I don't understand how FS1 Undisputed could have looked at Club Shay Shay, his podcast Club Shay Shay. I don't see how they could look at the numbers on Club Shay Shay and just look at the numbers on that alone, and they could not see his star power. I don't get that. Anybody could see that a mile away. He's a success. People love the story, his authenticity. They love the stories that he has from his grandmother and his grandfather and his upbringing, and you know, the way he can tell little anecdotes and that relate to his playing days and do it in a way that is interesting, is not boring, is entertaining. He is sports entertainment for real. And you're watching it now, even on his YouTube podcast that he got a channel called Nightcap, and he does a show with Chad Ochocinco. They've recently just added Gilbert Arenas for the basketball portion segment. They added Gilbert Arenas, and I'm assuming they did that because Chad is not as versed in basketball as Shannon is. And, you know, Chad openly says he's not really that knowledgeable about basketball that much. And with basketball season in effect, Shannon probably wanted somebody on there he could really talk a lot of basketball banter with, and it can still be engaging. I think Gilbert is really, he's a brilliant basketball mind. He knows a lot about the game. Gilbert is just, to me, the people love the chemistry between Chad and Shannon, and I think their chemistry is gold. But it works because those personalities mesh well, and because Shannon is a guy who just is able to attract good energy for the most part, right? Again, Nightcap has 449,000 subscribers. Club Shay Shay has 1.5 million subscribers. He has 2.9 million followers on Instagram. He is, like I'm telling you, he moves the needle. He moves the dial. And wherever he goes is going to continue to blossom. He could do a show with, I don't know, the goddamn a wrestler of today. And people are going to watch it because Shannon is just so entertaining. And I think he has a way of making people that he's working with feel comfortable. Seriously. And they open up more, and it becomes an amazing show and spectacle. But yeah, man, I think Shannon and Stephen A's chemistry is excellent. You probably would think that they've been working together for years. And I can tell off screen they have great chemistry. You see Shannon hanging with Stephen A. Smith outside of the show. You got him flying on the jet. They going to basketball game. They going to go see Colorado, or the Colorado Buffaloes play together. They have a lot of a brotherhood and camaraderie that seems to be genuine, and the American public is buying it. You know, and no disrespect to Skip Bayless, but the numbers compel in comparison. Look at Skip podcast. Skip ain't bringing in a whole bunch of. He ain't bringing in like nowhere near the viewers that Shannon is bringing in on Nightcap. He's not bringing in nowhere near the viewers that they bring in on ESPN. Not Undisputed. ESPN First Take. He's not bringing in near the viewers that Shannon brings in on Club Shay Shay. It's not even close. Shannon could interview a reality TV star, and people will listen because they feel like Shannon gonna ask the appropriate questions. He's relatable. Yeah, and he has a swagger, a charisma that is infectious. And that is why ESPN First Take is killing Undisputed right now. Undisputed is still, to me, trying to find their identity since Shannon Sharpe's departure. They're trying to make it work, trying to, you know, they bringing in Bubba Dub, Lil Wayne, Rachel Nichols. They had Swaggy P on today, and I think they just trying to figure out where their grounding is and trying to find a niche to be able to still be relevant and stay strong and relevant, or even close to ESPN First Take. But right now, it's not even close. And to be fair, I will say this on Stephen A. Smith's account, they've always led the numbers First Take has, and Stephen A. Smith has always been he's always quick to let us know he's been #1 for years. But I think you got people who have, because a lot of people left First Take a while ago and went to Undisputed because Shannon and Skip was killing it. A lot of people that I know, they stopped watching First Take. They wanted to watch Shannon Sharpe, and they wanted to watch him and Skip debate about the Cowboys, LeBron James, Tom Brady, you know, all these different topics, right? And now people have made their return to watching First Take because Shannon is over there on Monday and Tuesday. And listen, I think the numbers would be higher if Shannon was on every single day. If Shannon was on Monday through Friday, I don't know. This might be this shit might get ugly. They might be at 800,000 viewers if Shannon was on every single day, because he's just that, like, again, he's box office, and you always want to pay attention. You want to see what he's going to say, what he feels about a topic. You want to hear what his thoughts are about certain situations. And even when he's not on First Take, we get to hear it on Nightcap with Chad Johnson. I mean, yeah, with Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson, Ochocinco, whatever, right? And yeah, he has refreshing takes, and takes that make me have me talking about stuff on YouTube, man. So yeah, it's not surprising that First Take is blowing them out the water and killing them, because, like I said, they got the dude over there. They got Shannon, and Shannon is the golden ticket right now. And again, him and Stephen A. Smith, they work so well. Their chemistry is so strong. Like, you would think that they've been working together for so many years. Now, I will add that Shannon Sharpe, towards the end of Skip Bayless's days on on ESPN First Take, you saw Shannon coming on there, and one time they were all together. Shannon, Stephen A. Smith, and Skip Bayless were on together on First Take many moons ago, right? Like 2014-ish, 2015, something like that, right? And it was entertaining then, but they didn't have that much practice together. But it's just like, it's like clockwork. It's working like clockwork now. And yeah, it's not forced. It's organically, they developed a brotherhood, and it transfers well on camera. So yeah, man, Shannon got that stuff you can't teach. You can't teach them sayings. You can't teach his wit. You can't teach charisma. You can't teach charm. You can't teach I don't know, relatability. You can't teach just the swagger that he has. And I think now FS1 Undisputed is realizing that they made a big mistake letting him leave, you know, or having a situation where he had no choice but to leave, or creating a situation for him. Because now they're going to be struggling to find that dude. And I told y'all, Lil Wayne ain't going to keep that show afloat just because Wayne is not a vibrant personality. They need to bring Nelly on Undisputed for it to work. Bring Nelly on there and let him do him and Skip. We'll have some great debates. Nelly is great at sports banter and sports debates. I think he's well-versed because he played baseball. He played, he's well-versed in football, basketball. He watches boxing. He's a big boxing fan. So I'm assuming you can get him to watch some MMA too. And yeah, he is another person who's charismatic. And when he talks about sports, you listen, you want to listen. And when he was on FS1 Undisputed back in the early days of Undisputed in 2016, 2017, I loved watching him because he always had something intriguing to say. And he added greatly to the conversation with certain stories or certain points that he made. So Skip gonna need to call Nelly on the phone. That's his boy too. They got each other phone number. Call Nelly Nail to come help the show out, because I just think, yeah, they gonna need something to kind of level that out. And I don't know if Nelly would be willing to do that, if he want to be like, I don't want to do that every day, or you know, he want to be able to do his shows and perform and all of that. I get that too, but man, Skip needs some help, because yeah, and I don't know, maybe Nelly might say help is on the way. I don't know who else you can get on there, but yeah. Only person I see helping them eclipse those numbers is if Charles Barkley was doing FS1 Undisputed. That's the only way I can see them eclipsing that, if Charles Barkley was on there. But yeah, it's It's getting tough out here for FS1 Undisputed. But Shannon Sharpe, man, he is a media titan. And he doing what he does. He's doing what he does best, which is generate buzz, generate views, generate clicks, and be entertaining. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.